So, hey guys, welcome to the video. And today we are going to do some uh, basics on drawing shapes. Okay, what shapes? Example, drawing shapes. Exactly what I want to say is we are going to code a graphics engine or rendering engine by the end of this series. Okay, what that can do, what that specific engine can do, it can render any objects, okay, which has vertices through triangles. Okay, basically we'll able to render any 3D model into our rendering engine, or basically you can say our graphics engine. Graphic engine is nothing but a rendering engine, but it has more colors. Graphics, okay, graphics, and it has more clarity than rendering engine. So basically both are same, but we have slightly differ when it comes to graphic engine, which we have more specifics. But basically we'll call it for rendering engine for now, okay? Because we are going to build something like rendering engine only, where we will able to do any. I mean, we will able to render any 3D model into our what rendering engine. Any 3D model object file which has triangle vertices and faces, we will render them in our 3D rendering engine, whatever it is. Okay. So basically now by the end of this series, okay, we'll able to create something like this. Okay. Basically I'm creating a game engine. Okay, for that I created this rendering engine. Basically by the end of the video, by the end of the series, we will able to create something like this. Okay, I have already created. It is nothing but a crystal or a any, you can take any object, right? Here I have taken a crystal's vertices, okay, and I have drawn them, and I'm rotating it in a 3D space. Okay, and also when I'm rotating the vertices on 3D space, what I'm doing, I'm projecting them on a 2D space. Okay, 2D space means what? Basically if you want to create 3D on a 2D screen, you have to make an illusion. Okay, because you can't create 3D 3 dimension on a 2 dimension, right? That's why we have to make something illusions which may look like 3D on a 2D screen. So basically this will be our target, okay, by the end of this series. Basically I have already coded this, and it is not that perfect, I will accept that, because I just learned how this works. Okay, basically in this what we have, we have rotating of a point, or rotating of a triangle, and projection from 3D to 2D screen, and another is normals. Why normals? Because we are optimizing our, what we say, optimizing our crystal based on faces. We'll draw. And also what we say, projection, I missed a point here. First is rotation, then projection based on distance of the camera, and our view, our eyes rear vision, and third one is normals, fourth is kernelling, and fifth is implementation of object. This will be our basically 5 targets. But for this video what we are going to do is, we'll just do some basics, right? We'll just we'll just render some basics basic we'll render some basic shapes. Okay, we will actually understand how this actually working. Okay, we'll just do some simple maths. Then in second part, we'll actually what we'll actually do, we'll actually rotate and project on the screen. Okay, in fourth or fifth part, we'll do normals and curling. And I have also missed so many points in middle because I haven't gone through it, and I actually popped on mind is that in this we also have implemented the lighting. Okay, lighting and also shading. There are so many things we can learn from this. Okay, so let's get started. So basically first we'll what we will do is, oh, it is asking me to update. What I will not do for I will not do ఈ జన్మలో I will not do update. Okay, basically first let's draw, and what we'll draw first, that is the point. Okay, let's start with square. Okay, all sides are equal. That is what our motive is always. So let's take this point as a, wait, I'll use mouse. Let's take this point as a, let's this point as, wait 1 minute. Where is eraser? Let's remove this whole thing. Let's create. Okay, let's assume this point as a. Okay, I'm really bad at this. I never used paint in my life. This point as b, this point as c, this point as d. Okay, let's now assume this as origin. Okay, which means 0 comma 0. Okay, first we'll do two-dimensional, then we'll go to three-dimensional. Okay? Because first understanding two-dimensional is important. Then this will be our b point, which will be 0 comma 1. Why 0 comma 1? You will ask me. Because we are doing this on a number line. Okay, number line. What is this is called as axis, right? This is y-axis, this is z-axis. So what I'm saying, this is x-axis, this is y-axis. Imagine our square is here. Okay, this is origin, which is 0 comma 0. Then we are moving right side, so x-axis will be 1. Sorry, I have written wrong here. I have to admit that, because my brain is not working, because I have done code forces and I have doing this literally hell. Okay, this will be 1 comma 1, because see, when we are going right side we are increasing 1 unit of x-axis. When we are going up, we'll also increase 1 unit of y-axis. So we'll get this. Okay, then we are moving left, we have to decrease 1 unit of x-axis, so we'll get 0 comma 1. Okay, I hope you all understood. So our a point have become obviously 0, 0 comma 0. Our b point is 1 comma 1 comma 0. Our c is 1 comma 1. Our d is 0 comma 1. Okay, these are our points. Okay, based on this we are going to draw this square. So let me set up my, I have already set up this. Okay, if you want to set up this in SDL3, I will drop a link below description, you can check it. Okay, so let's go hashtag include. We are going to use SDL3, right? So SDL3 and SDL header file. Then we are going to use C++, so IO stream obviously. Then I'm not going to use using namespace std because I don't want to get confused here with C functions and SDL functions. So std will be a lot of helping. STD will help us a lot in this. So I'm not going to do this. So in main, because main function, we are going to write a main function return 0. So let's test it. I always write this first to test. Hello world. I think I have not I will get an error when I initialize it because it is running, thank god, but I will get error because I haven't SDL.del I didn't paste it, so I'll just do it. Library SDL3.del copy, and let's come to my C drive program, not this, x86. What the heck? Yo, sorry, users, just now. Where is repos? Source repos. Okay. Graphics engine. x84 66. Paste. Okay, if you don't have this, then STL3 will not work. So I remembered and I'm doing. Okay. Make sure you will also do that. I think I should remove my charger. It is becoming very heat here outside. So whatever. Our code is running, so we'll just write hello world in STL3. I hope you know how to write hello world STL3. I hope you know how to write hello world in STL3. Hello world in STL3 nothing but opening a window. Okay, I called it hello world in STL3 because these are basics. If you don't know, you can watch my uh, coding in snake in C++ hashtag 1. Okay, by the end of the video I will just recommend it on end of the video. Okay, just click on that because I have explained every function there. Okay, you can just go there and see how it is work. It's not equal to stl init. Oh, sorry, stl init stl init. Okay, then standard out, standard stl init fill. Call STL get error. STL get error for more information and std online. return -1. So we have initialized, so we have to quit. SDL quit. Then let's quit, not quitty. Quit. Okay, let's create some things. I always create them define. Okay, first let's create a window. Okay, window and a renderer, obviously. Window, this will be a pointer, so window, and STL renderer, this also will be a pointer, renderer. Okay, now let's define our windows width and height. First I define windows height. How much I want to give, I'll just give 800. I just random thought, dude, not something anything special. Window with 800. That's it. Let's create a window. This is the command to create window. I mean function, sorry, not command. STL create window and render. Okay, what the heck? Why it is not defined? STL create window and render. Okay, title will be rendering engine. I'm very, what is bad at giving names. So bear with me. Rendering engine or rendering engine is fine for now. We'll change it later. So next would be window width. Next would be our window height, I guess. That's it, right? Window width, height, and flags I don't want to give anything. So 0 and okay, we have to give point. I mean address of window and as well as address of renderer. That's it. We have created a window and what the heck, expands to 800 expected what the heck, that height. Okay, what the heck is wrong here? Define window expands to 800. Okay, expected a. Why are you expecting that here? Okay, why I'm getting a still another expected this thing, what the heck? I never got this error here. Expected a 18th. Okay, as you said, you're expecting a given. Now it's again giving what again? Okay, wait. So okay, let me write again. Okay, because writing again. Okay, not involved, comma, involved, comma, what now? Zero flags, comma, then what? No, then percent of button. Then now what the? Let me connect to my iPhone. I was so confident. What the heck? Damn, bro. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, okay, my mistake, okay. Okay, I know. I should not put an semicolon there. This is what happens if you're not coding. Okay, fine, let it be. Okay, let me write. I'm just wasting time on creating hello world here, and I should have created that and started this. Okay, I'll just finish it. Then I'll destroy. Because why we are destroying? Let me say. Because if you are creating an object, you have to destroy that object at the end of your program, or else your program will occupy more space, or it will eat up more RAM, or it will memory leak. That's what happens here. Okay, let me pull. Now we are going to create a game loop, or this loop, game loop, or whatever you call it. And now I have to create SDL element E. Full event. So now what? Now dot type equal SDL. Learning equals false. I think this is not what we have to do, but it's fine for now, isn't it? Okay, let me also have write delay or else my GPU will grow crazy. SDL delay of 16 milliseconds, which is 60 FPS nearly. How 60 FPS? Because this running while loop will take delay after delay of 16 millisecond after every loop. It will go like loop running, then 16 milliseconds break. Okay, loop, 16 milliseconds break, then again loop, then 16 milliseconds break. This is how your loop in game also works. Okay, whatever your game creating, if you are delaying your game loop by 16 milliseconds, you will get to 60 fps. Depends on how much fps, okay, you're setting here. If you are creating a small game, or else if you are creating something like big games, that will depend on the situation. So I think we are done here. We have created successfully. Hello world. Our window should pop up. Yep, our window is popping up, and it is, yep, we have created a window. This is our hover. Now we can get started on actually drawing the shapes, right? Let's draw. Before drawing, let me create uh, some things. Okay, what we are going to create, that might be your doubt. Okay, sorry, I'm coughing because I have before one day I had really bad cold. Okay, so I recovered in 2 days or one day, you can say, because I was taking tablets or medicines regularly. So I still have a little bit cough. So I hope you will bear with me. So let me create a structure. Okay, structure of what point? What point? X comma y. Okay, x comma y of what float? Okay, why float? You might be asking me now. Because float is more accurate when it comes to this type of things. Okay, because every decimal point matters if you are creating something objects. Okay, so now basic is created. We have created a point which will be our x comma y. This x comma y, this is x, this is y. X y, we have created a point called x comma y. Now we have how many points? A, B, C, D, total 4 points. So we'll create an array. What array? Array, what array? Point P of 3. What point P of 3? You might be wondering. Not 3, sorry, 4. Because we have 4 points, right? We have created 4 points now. Now I'm going to assign values to them. So x comma y. So I have to assign like this, I guess, if I'm not sure. Yeah, I have to assign like this. First we'll give point as origin, a value. Okay. If I'm writing like this, you will understand better. Okay. Then I'll assign another value. That will be our b value. Our b value is 1 comma 0, right? Then I think I should not do like this is very bad. Okay. Our c value is 1 comma 1. Our d value is 0 comma 1. Okay. We have created a structure. Then we have created that structures 4 arrays. Okay. 4 array means each index will have value of xy. Okay. Then this is 0th index. 0th index will have origin. Then first index will have this 1 comma v. So this is will be our 0, 1, 2 and 3, third index. Okay. Why this matters? Because later on when we are creating our rotation, we have to decide, okay, you want to create a right clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction. So that will be depending on the vertexes. Okay, these are vertexes, right? This is vertex, this is vertex, this is another vertex, and this is another vertex. Okay, these are vertexes. So based on vertices, we will rotate. So our pointing should be correct. Okay, our assigning points to the window. Basically, we'll make everything automatic when we are going ahead, but for now we are doing everything manual because we want to learn as much as possible. So let's keep things outside, right? So let's create. Yep. Now I have to. Oh, I almost forgot. I have to. I'm sorry. I haven't finished. Set draw color. Set render draw color. I have to give a color, obviously, for renderer and RGBA. I will do white and black. So I'll give background Windows background as white color, so we can see what we are drawing. Then SDL render clear, so we can actually see that color. Then what happened, dude? Too many arguments. Okay, I didn't write render. Yo, render. Now I think I have to write SDL present, render present of render. Okay. Now I have to create another STL draw. This is our Windows color. Windows color. Okay. If you don't know, I recommend you to draw See My Snake Games one coding snake in C++ hashtag one video. Okay, SDL what SDL set render draw color. We will create something like black color, right? Black in color. So render black means 0, 0, 0, alpha value will be 255. And then what? Ayo, and then what? This will be our line color. Okay, then what we'll do, we have a function here, so we are going to use this function a lot in future, so I want you to know it. STL render line, what this will do, this will render a line. Okay, okay, I want you to read this. What it will be, draw a line on the current rendering target at sub pixel precision. So that's why we have taken in float of our x and y coordinates. Okay, because we want to create precisely or accurately. Return true on success, false on failure, return. This function should only be called on main thread, which means we have to call this function on main only. If you are calling this out of the main, it will not work, it will give an error. That's what it is saying. This function is available since STL 3.2. Okay, STL 3 is awesome too. We have so many things. So now what you might be saying, right? Now let's create a line, okay, from A to B. Okay, from A to B, which means 0 comma 0 to 1 comma 0. So how we will do, how we are going to do, so just write SDL render line, that's it. Then select your renderer. Our renderer will be renderer which we have created here. Based on this renderer only we are rendering our window and Windows background and as well as its colors. Okay, because we are going to use only one run. In future we may use more renderers. Okay, I am not aware of that concept, so I'm not going to talk about it. When I'm aware of the topic, then I will talk about it. Okay, so render line. Now what? Now I have to give the coordinates. So how I'm going to give the coordinates? So p, right, p of 0 dot x, okay, which means sorry, p of 0 dot y, then comma p of 1 dot x, okay, comma p of 1 dot y. So what we have done here, p of 0 dot x means what? In this 0th index x value. That's why we have created the structure in the first place, so we can access our x and y coordinates. Okay, this is x coordinate, this is y coordinate, and this is, yo, I can't use this here or else this total line will become shitty shit. So I think I can use like this, right? We have another as well. Sorry, this I guess. Yep. So A, E. So I want you guys to have idea. I already know, but if I write like this, you guys may have more idea. Okay. So P of 0 x coordinate, then P, then 0th index y coordinate, then uh, In P, first index x coordinate, then P, first index y coordinate, and also remember to do one thing here. Okay, when you are writing this, we have to be a little bit careful about it. Why? Because why? Because we want it to appear a little bit bigger, because in this 0 comma 0 and 1 comma 0 is 1 pixels. Okay, 1 pixel of your screen. Okay, of your screens, 1 means it will move only 1 pixel, not 1 unit. Okay, that's why we have to think more about it. Okay, so for here I'm going to do a thing. Okay, I'm going to define x1 for that thing, so I'll write p of 0 dot x. Okay, then I'm going to into it with something like how many pixels, 50 pixels. Then I am going to print it where, in middle of our right. I hope you will understand what I hope you guys understood what I'm going to do. First thing first, I'm taking a temporary variable. Sorry, I'm temporary variable and giving it an x1 name, and I'm storing our p of x. And then I'm intoing it with 50. There is no point because here 0 comma 0 is how many pixels you will into it, you will get that many only. Okay, 0 into anything will be 0, right? So I'll just write extra pixels. I'm terrible at giving names, so sorry. Extra pixels equals something like 60, so we can just write here extra pixels. Then we are going to continue it. Copy, paste. Here x1, here y1, then here y coordinate, then here instead of width. Here my earphone is going. This is actually earphone, okay? This is my old wired earphone I'm using. It has messed. To be honest, I don't even know it will work, but one day I tried it and it didn't work. Right? So now I have to do similar for them as well. Extra pixels, 1, 1, y 2, y2, extra pixels, windows, HEIG. Sorry, yeah, window side. Now we can just write this instead of that. Okay, x1 comma y1 comma x2 comma y2. We have made it more simple. Okay, what I have done first, I have taken our x coordinate, then I have multiplied it with some extra pixels, because 0 to 1 means 1 pixel. It will be very small, we will not able to see it on the screen. So if we are making it 60 pixels, we can see. Okay, which means we are moving 60 pixels, right? That is what it is meaning, because here 1 unit equal to 60 pixels. Like we will draw graph, right, in our lower classes like that. Then windows width, why we are adding it with in windows width by 2? because we want to print it in the center of the screen. That's why. For y, height, same logic here. If I render this now, I think it should appear. Yes, I can. You can see now here, right? It appeared here, middle. It moved right. Okay. This is our 0 comma 0, where my mouse is currently. Right. This is what 1 comma 0. Okay. I hope you guys understood. Huh. And remember, in SDL, this window, right here, 0 comma 0, from left to right, our values of width will be increases. From top to bottom, our height will increase. So assume width as x coordinate and height as y coordinate. So when you are at center, if you want to go upside, then you have to use -1, because if you are using +1, you will go down, right? This is also a thing to remember when you're drawing things on still. So if you want to go upside, then you have to in place of y coordinate 1, right? We have to keep -1. Here also same, then you have to join it. Wait, let me make it more bigger so we can see it. Actually, what happening? So instead of this, let's keep it 120 pixels so we can actually see it. Yep. Now if I draw, I think you it will become a lot bigger now. And here you go. Copy, paste. This is how we'll do, okay? You can say that you can just loop it right. Yeah, I can loop it right when we were doing this. Then how I'll create, then how I can change pixels. Wait, I think I can loop it instead of writing again and again. To the same pattern, right? Yep, I can loop it. I only need 2 points. 1, 2, 3. Yep, I can loop it. Damn, bro, I can loop it. Okay, I can loop it. But it will be needing to these things. But let's try. Why? Why fear when we can do these short things? Yeah. Mm, P of how will write low here? Let's think about it. Let's write normal loop and I equals I should be less than what? So I plus plus then is such a Ayo, wait. I think we don't need the second one. We don't need second. Yep. And this should be A and B, right? This should be -1 and -1 because as I said, because we are moving upside. Yeah, because we are moving upside, we have to do a lot of things which we don't want to do. And I have to write this as oh, I should write that. I think it will not work, to be honest. It will work. Why it will not work? Yeah? Am I crazy or what? It will work. I will make it work. Wait, wait. Oh, okay. Let's see now. This should work. It formed like this. I think we have done something very magnificent things. Why it formed like this? Mm, why our point is going like that? That's why. Our thing is overflowing. Let's try like this once. Will not get to. There is such a man. There must not change. I can loop it, but why I'm not able to get it? I am not getting it from the first of all. Okay, okay. I'm an idiot. This should be minus. That should be a plus. I think now it should work. Yep, it should work. Yep. Then A, B, C, D. Then DA. D and A. Then from D it should come to A. Then how are you going to draw D to A? Okay, how you are going to draw from D to A? That is the thing. Because small things will make you think harder here. That is why we have to have a lot of great time here. How much time it has been passed? Damn, 1 hour. Mm, now how? We are getting a image like this. Our thing is overflowing. This is such a man, the mascot. Our DA is not connecting, connecting, connecting at all. So I think we have to do it like this. Let's open paint. Sorry, this is minus. I'm rubbing this so we can do clearly what we are actually doing. Okay. So this is our number. This is our actual. So, yeah. Hey, what the heck am I even doing that? My brain is not braining today. Okay. So this is the comma. Doing code forces and everything is really burning me out. A to D, 0, 1, 2, 3, then 3 to 0, then input of 3 to 0, T and D. Let's do a thing. We'll do it manual. Okay. Looping, we can do loop it, but it is not working. Right? We are able to go from 0 to 3, but we are not getting what we say. I think this should work, yeah. If you are rendering a line, this thing should work. second iteration it should work. Why it is not working and we are getting stack overflowing. Why? The x1, y1, x2, y2. If I remove x2, y2, then we can't draw a line because a line is consist of 2 points. If we are joining the 2 points, you'll get a line. That is what is the concept, right? Basically, a point is made up of our locus points only. So every point matters. Every pixel matters, sorry, not every point. So how do we have something? I think we do have something. Still under lines, we have lines. And F point. Okay, we do have F point along the line. Okay, F point is like x comma y. Okay, structure that defines a point is a floating point value. Okay, this is what we actually defined. Okay, points count should draw multiple lines, points along the line. The number of point drawing count one line. Should we draw? Should we do this thing or we'll do manual lining? Because manual lining is like normal life. We'll able to understand more. So for now, let's do a thing. We'll do normal lining. Okay. We'll do everything normally. Everything normal. No looping. Nothing. Okay. Sorry. Sorry. What I'm even doing? To be honest, my brain is not braining today. I'm really sorry about it. I'm wasting a lot of time here. Sorry, guys. But I hope you guys are able to see all my mistakes, right? What I'm doing. I hope some of you all will actually help me to improve. I'm looking forward. I think only 4 points, right? Yep, only 4 points. We don't need this all things. 2, 3, 3. Hmm. I think now I can loop it. I think I can loop it. I'm not getting how I will loop it. Okay, let it be. SDL render line renderer. Then first we'll draw text one comma y1, then x2 comma y2. So we get a horizontal line. Same thing will do. But before that, let's see this thing. Okay, we got a line, horizontal line. Then let's remove this. Let's make it 2. Then this is a 3. Sorry dude, what I'm even writing 3. Okay, you should get upside now. Yep, up. 1 2 3, then 3 to 4, then 3 to 4, 3, the fuck, then 3 to 4, right? These are our things. Then what? Then what? Then 4 to 1. See, this is how we'll draw. How simple, right? It will sound simple, but it is hard. Right? How we have done this? Oh my god, my smile. Damn. Imagine A, B, C, and D. This is obviously 1, so let's assume this is as 0th index, first index, second index, third index. Okay, then for 0th index x coordinate I have given x1 as well as y coordinate as y1. First index x1 I have given, sorry, first index x coordinate I have given x2 as variable names. Okay, and y2 respectively. For second index I have given x3 and y3 as well, and for this y x4 and y4. So from 1 to 2 you'll join, then 2 to 3 you'll join, then 3 to 4 you'll join, then 4 to again 1 you will join. That's how you will make a square. Okay, see, 1 to 2, then 2 to 3, then 3 to 4, then 4 to again origin. You'll draw the up to down again. That's how you'll follow. This is our A, B, C, D. X1, Y1, X2, Y2, X3, Y3, X4, Y4. See, I have created temporary variables here, and I have given the 0th index X value as X1, then 0th index Y value as Y1. I hope you guys understood till here. Then how we are going to suppose for a 3D model, how we are going to create triangles. Okay, right, how we are going to create a triangle here. That is the main point here, right? So we have to change our way of thinking. Okay, instead of drawing everything like shapes, right? For a square you will draw square, for a rectangle you will draw rectangle, for triangle you will draw triangle. Okay, for circle you will draw circle, For any shape you draw, try to fit 2D objects to it, right? But if you're creating a 3D, okay, based on most of the 3D models are created based on only triangles. Why triangles? Because they have only three vertices, right? See, if you have three vertices, everything makes lot easy. Because if you are working with four vertices, it is very hard and it is very a lot confusion. And a triangle is a rigid structure, right? You can have its angles properly because it has only 180 degrees angle. Not everything has here 90, here 90, 90, 90. So 180 plus 180, 360. No, not like that. Every angle is how many degrees? 60 degrees angle, right? Theta equals to 60 degrees for a triangle. So triangle is the main picture what we are going to do in our next video. Not I want to say next episode, but it is not a series or something like web series or or I'm just saying next video. So it is very important topic what we are going to do next. So I will just tell you a brief explanation, right? Till I hope till here you guys understood. If you don't understand, then be my welcome. Watch video again and again. Hope you will understand at some point. I don't know how to use paint. Okay, I'm saying directly. So basically, let's draw a span. That's what we did, right? A, B, C, and D. So you guys understood? Just draw a diagonal. That's it. This is a triangle. This is a triangle. Triangle 1 and triangle 2 will make a square. Did you guys get it? So to create triangle, how? So first triangle will be starting from A to B, then B to, sorry, I'm really sorry. Yes, I'm really sorry. This is not how it starts. Huh, like this. A, B, B, A. Yep. Then B, C, and D. And again D to B. This is how a diagonal form. I mean, this is how we are going to create our diagonal. One A for this thing and second for this thing. So A, B, and D, and this will be our C. Okay, it's actually very late. I'm very sleepy, but I'll just explain this part and I'll sleep. Okay. So what is our A here? A is our this, right? So Okay, let it be. Let's write a comment so it will be easy for us. A, this is point is our B, this is point is C, then this point is our D. So first ABD. So x1, x2, x1, x2. First we'll go for A, B, D. So AB, AB line, then B, D line. D line is what? X4. So let's create F X4, X4. Just let's remove. Let's just comment out this. I think we'll be needing them. Okay. Then what? We'll get a shape like this now. Now we have to join this line, which means we'll be needing this line. This is what? A, B, T triangle. Comments are very important. If you're not writing comments, then you're bad. Okay. Before this, let's see our triangle is formed or not. Okay. This is our triangle. It is formed. Then from D to B we'll create another line. क्या होता है? कुछ नहीं होता. Create another line. D to B, B to C, C to D. Okay. D, B, C, D. D, I have to write down. D, B, right? Sorry. D, B is Y2, right? Then what? Then B to C. Then B to C is B is 2, right? Then C is 3. Then C2, C2, D. What is this triangle? Let's keep it as BCD triangle. And let's code it. Well, let's run it. This is how you create a square. Okay. By using two triangles. Now I have showed you how to draw a triangle as well as how to draw a square. Okay. I have shown you two. Okay. Then the other shapes you can draw it now based on your experiences. Okay. For rectangle you just increase this. Okay. But for width you will increase extra, what we say, this thing, x coordinate has 2 units first. That's you'll get, where is x coordinates, just increase x coordinates to 2. That's it. you will get a rectangle. Okay, that's how it is. I've shown you triangle, rectangle, square. I think more are missing. Another is circle. Okay, for circle you have to draw it using circle equations, right? SDL3, SDL3, circle drawing using circle equation. It will just show you how you can draw. You can go right. See, there are so many people doing. I recommend you. See, this is basic circle equation, right? I think we can use a simpler equation as well. Yeah, I've just made a little bit complex here. No, I think this is easy. We have written very long, to be honest. What? Okay, you can just draw like this by circle equation. X square plus y square equals r square. Then you get it. See, someone have written here stack or flow ports on. Okay, I highly recommend go online and search thing on Google. Okay, instead of relying on me. So he created a function. He is calling renderer. We don't need to call that, to be honest. Okay, center x, center y, center circle center, x coordinate and y coordinate, then radius of the circle, diameter equal to radius into 2. Okay, 2 into radius, 2r, right? Diameter formula is 2r, radius formula is equal to d by 2. That is what it is. X equal to radius minus 1, y radius minus 1, y radius minus 1. Damn, what the heck? Such a man. I think there should be an easier one. I have seen, to be honest. Okay. Okay. Why he is doing like this? We can just change the angle, right? If you're changing an angle, it will move based on the angle. It will draw a circle. Okay. I think I'll just show it in the next video, okay? How we can draw a circle. Starting, I'll show how to draw a circle. Then we'll move to the topic. We'll start. Okay, we'll start. I think I should finish circle also now one day. But no, I'm sleepy. I want to sleep. Sleep is very important to me, okay? Sleep is very important to me. I want to sleep, to be honest. So guys, I'm sorry. I should sleep because I'm a student, right? I have to go to college tomorrow. That's why I have to go to college. So that's the issue. And there is a thing, you know how I go to college? That is a very interesting topic. I want you guys to see how I actually go to college because I am kinda money saving guy, right? So hope it will help you guys. On a random level, drop a vlog. Okay, how I go to college, what I do in the college, and how I come to college, what I do in college, how I come home from college, what I do after college. That's it. I'll just drop a vlog. Okay. The title will be what? What will be the title? Present days as a BTech student. Nah, my present days as a BTech student. So I hope you guys actually understood my worst explanation ever, but it was kinda fun that we did. So, guys, bye. Tata, sayonara, bye. Signing off. Bye.